What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Justin Gaethje tried to knock out Kamaru Usman in sparring. During training camp for his fight on this weekend's Pereira Ankalaev card, Justin Gaethje was seen in a short clip getting some grappling training in with Kamaru Usman. During the clip, Gaethje flipped his way out of a single leg attempt, and as it turns out, the clip was just one example of what the pair's training sessions are like. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. During a guest appearance on Usman and Henry Cejudo's Pound for Pound show, the highlight told fans that he ended up with 6 stitches in his chin thanks to Usman. In response, Usman told fans about Gaethje trying to knock him out.
He's the type that will hit me very, very hard, but then say, oh no, you tried to smoke me, man. You tried to hit me. I'm like, bro, no, what are you talking about?
6 stitches in my chin, I still got a scar.
Bro, you tried to knock me out. What are you talking about? We have video footage of these interactions.
Some guys can perform in practice and some guys, they don't perform under the lights. That is not me. I'm constantly trying to take care of my partners, except unless it's this guy.
Leading up to this weekend's card, Usman has touched down in Vegas, where he ran into Alex Pereira, who joked that now he and Israel Adesanya have squashed their beef. Usman has to be friends with him too. With just days to go before Saturday's Gaethje-Fiziev rematch, Fiziev spoke with Pavel Vyrobec about this fight, explaining that he isn't thinking about the title despite a fight against the number 3 ranked guy. Before rolling the tape, we want to give a huge shout out to Pavel Vyrobec for allowing us to use this clip from his interview.
For me, I don't think about the belt right now because it's like short notice and I'm ready to go to fight with him, like with everybody, and I don't think about belt. You know, I just know after I get it, I have a lot of ways. It's open, maybe chance to the belt, maybe chance to other superstar like I don't know, Poirier or somebody. I don't know. You know, I like to fight with these guys, with these stars like Justin. You know, for me, this is like why I'm here.
With Gaethje looking to get back in the win column and Fiziev looking to avenge his 2023 loss, the stakes couldn't be higher. MMA community roasts Colby Covington for footage. At one point, Colby Covington and Themba Gorimbo might have been teammates and friends, but the two are no longer on speaking terms. According to Gorimbo, back in 2023, when the pair were both training for fights at the PI, Covington and his team had Gorimbo removed from the PI while cutting weight for his fight with Leon Edwards so he could have the place to himself. Because of that, when Covington saw Gorimbo at the PI today, he quickly did an about-face and went upstairs to avoid his former teammate, with the whole thing caught on camera on his Twitch channel.
These hoes down there? The ungrateful mother who we used to feed. I think we should just go train around in my.
The MMA community was quick to weigh in, with plenty of fans taking aim at the former interim champ. LMFAO bro can't even walk into a room without scoping it out first. Alan Juban added, "This has to be an uncomfortable feeling everywhere you go." Another fan joked, "Why is Colby terrified of Themba like he's Michael Myers?" Plenty of other fans responded with jokes too. Imagine having to look who's inside the UFC PI every time before training. Just don't be a piece of bro even had to look upstairs. One member of the MMA world added, "Walking around scared of Themba Gorimbo is not a good look." Another replied, "Pure cowardice. Talks a load of nonsense online but hides in real life." But that wasn't all. LMAO bro moving tactically, looking at every turn and corner. Some fans even felt bad for Colby. "I don't know why I feel bad for Colby in this clip. Bro looks cautious a. Why can't bro just drop the gimmick and get his training in?" Back in December, when Themba talked about the beef, he made it pretty clear that he wants to keep stacking wins and eventually settle things inside the octagon with Colby. Alex Pereira open to fighting Jan Błachowicz after UFC 313. Heading into this weekend's Pereira Ankalaev card in Las Vegas, Jan Błachowicz is preparing for his big return fight against Carlos Ulberg later this month, which he hopes will set him up for a title fight against the winner of this weekend's card. Ahead of both his own fight this weekend and Błachowicz's return later this month, Pereira spoke with Pavel Vyrobec about the possibility of running things back with Błachowicz. "I'm here to fight. Doesn't matter with who. If Jan Błachowicz wins and the UFC wants this fight, I will be ready." Pereira also spoke about a potential move to heavyweight, saying, "I'm only focused on Saturday's fight now, but it's no secret that the heavyweight category interests me. Who knows what will happen after this fight? I'm open to changes. We will see." While Pereira may have some of the best knockout power in the UFC, during the Danis KSI press conference, the YouTuber turned boxer said he hits harder than the champion after mocking Poatan.
He's saying he only spars people close to his weight.
Alex Pereira. Whoa. Alex Pereira.
Oh,
Let's see if he's sitting
I'm so scared. Oh, whoa, crazy. I mean, we've seen a couple bits of what you might be doing as well.
You think you hit harder than him?
Yes.
The Alex Pereira.
I hit harder than Logan. I hit harder than...
No, I didn't ask you.
I don't know if I hit harder than Pereira. I don't know how hard he hit.
So far, no response yet from Pereira. However, if Dylan Dennis winds up training with him for his boxing match against KSI, Poatan could wind up attending the fight. Jamahal Hill made his official prediction for the fight this weekend on his YouTube channel. Surprisingly, Hill thinks Magomed is going to get the job done at UFC 313. Hill believes that Magomed has a lot more ways of winning the fight than Alex Pereira. He didn't discredit Alex Pereira's right hand, calling him a one-hit wonder, but he countered it by saying Magomed has the same skill set alongside his speed, wrestling, and much more. Here's what Hill had to say in this video.
I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but I get hate anyway. Y'all, I'm probably gonna go with Magomed. I just got a feeling that I feel he has more tools to win. Obviously, Alex has that one hit wonder. If he catches you, he can put you away. But I believe Magomed also has that. He has the speed, the patience to counter. He's been in this position before, and he let the title slip out of his hands once before. And I believe he'll be a lot more focused, locked in for this. And I believe he just has more ways. Ultimately, he just has more ways to win. So I'm gonna go with Magomed Ankalaev.
Magomed seems to agree with Hill because when he was asked about the keys to beating Alex Pereira, Magomed said this during an interview with the UFC. To get a belt off of a champion, an active champion, someone who defended the belt twice is a whole different ball game as opposed to a vacate title. There's lots of keys, but the easiest way is wrestling. Who do you think will win at UFC 313? Let us know down in the comment section below. Matt Brown clears up comments towards Ilia Topuria. When Ilia Topuria announced his move up to 155, he said the weight cut to 145 was one of the biggest reasons behind his decision to move up. During the latest episode of The Fighter vs. The Writer, Matt Brown spoke about Topuria's weight, pointing out that El Matador may struggle with the weight cut partially because of his long-standing habit of drinking wine while cutting weight.
He wasn't big for 45. I was surprised that he said he had a hard time making that weight. I mean, I've always seen him on TV. I haven't seen him in person or anything, but I wonder if, like, he said he drinks wine when he cuts weight. Like, maybe that's why you're not making weight, buddy. Like, stop drinking wine. Drink some water, bro.
Brown then followed it up with a series of posts on social media, explaining his stance. Okay, lots of hate on this little quote. I know he's never missed weight. He's also an amazing champion, better than I ever did, so I'm not trying to put him down or anything. Alcohol is very obviously not good during weight cut though. He then added, and it's likely making it more difficult to make the weight, which is why he wants to move up. All I'm saying is maybe don't drink during weight cut. Crazy idea, right? And I said it somewhat jokingly. Listen to the context versus a single sentence. In response to one fan who shared his perspective on Topuria drinking wine while cutting weight, Brown replied, "Dude, the fact that alcohol dehydrates you is the worst argument ever, but I get what you're saying." So far, no response yet from Topuria, as he awaits news on his first fight at 155. Jorge Masvidal gets called out for UFC 317. Since Jorge Masvidal announced that he was unretiring from MMA, there's been no real news on his first fight back with the UFC. At one point in time, Dana White had said that the UFC probably wasn't going to be bringing Masvidal back, given the losing streak he went on before leaving the UFC. But then Masvidal signed with Ali Abdelaziz, indicating that he would return to the UFC after all. During an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show on Tuesday, Oban Elliott called out Masvidal for an International Fight Week showdown. I think Masvidal on International Fight Week, come on, that would be out of this world. I think someone like Vicente Luque, he's just at the bottom of the top 15. He then reposted the clip along with "Let's go." Elliott then followed it up, doubling down on a fight with either Luque or Masvidal. "Great fights, I'll take both." He then cited Chael Sonnen's beef with Masvidal as a reason for his desire to fight the original BMF. Guys, Chael put me to work on Masvidal. Why the wouldn't I want to fight Masvidal? LOL, easy work. The story is there. Luque would be a great fight for us both. The best fight, the best in the UFC. Let's go. While Elliott may want the fight, Masvidal notably said that he was unretiring to fight the best of the best. Considering Elliott isn't ranked, he may not be interested in a fight. Valentina Shevchenko wants to fight Zhang Weili. After getting the flyweight title back in a trilogy fight with Alexa Grasso in September, Valentina Shevchenko is setting her sights on a champ versus champ clash with Zhang Weili if she's able to get through Manon Fiorot in May. During an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show this week, the Bullet responded to Zhang Weili, who called for a champ versus champ fight after her win over Tatiana Suarez last month, saying that although she thinks a fight between the two would be awesome, she's not looking past her next opponent. I think it would be an amazing fight. I think it would be something that fans would love to see. Weili is a great fighter, and she showed that she can be successful for many years. I focus on my target, and my next target, it's Manon. That's why for me, it's still a little bit like farther out to think about, and I don't let many thoughts come in my mind and like to start to disfocus me from the preparation. Shevchenko also spoke with Helwani about comments that Demetrius Johnson made recently about her upcoming fight potentially being her last fight. You know, I feel that this thing about retirement, it's going a little bit crazy around the martial arts community, and the most silly questions that I've heard, not for me, but in general for all fighters, when the media they started to ask a fighter who are on the rise on the top level, and they already start to ask this curious question about retirement. And I was like, what, you don't enjoy to see their fights? You don't enjoy? Like, why you want them to retire? That's why I don't really like all these words like retirement or something like that. From the sounds of things, if she defends her title in May, a fight against Zhang Weili might be next. Alex Pereira opens up about alcohol problem. Before Alex Pereira was on top of the world, as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, he battled alcoholism. Ahead of his upcoming UFC 313 headliner against Magomed Ankalaev this weekend, Pereira opened up on his battle with addiction during one of the UFC's Fight Week videos. During the video, Pereira was seen speaking to fighters at Glover Teixeira's gym, telling them that even if they can't be a champion as a fighter, they can be a champion in life by being a better person. He then got personal, revealing that he himself decided to quit drinking after 4 years of training, despite the fact that he wasn't a champion at the time. The dream of being a fighter to make a living from fighting or of being a champion, as Glover says, not everyone can get there. Unfortunately, that's how it works. But if you can't be a champion as a fighter, you can be a champion in life. You can be a better person, a better father, a better mother, a better brother. I stopped drinking after 4 years of training. I already won. I'm champion in life. Magomed Ankalaev took aim at the champion on social media. Alex Pereira, he go to all UFC fight to get free alcohol and get camera time. On the other hand, I've been training so hard, March 8, alcohol not help you. Shama. Pereira then fired back in a video for his YouTube channel. I don't even pay attention to what he says. The thing he said most about was the alcohol. I don't have that feeling just for me because I know the pain of the people. He is playing with the feelings of the fans, feelings of the people who go through that. With the fight right around the corner, it's only a matter of time before these two settle things in the octagon. Dana White announces boxing league. Now for some breaking news this morning, Dana White officially signed a deal with Turki Al-Sheikh to launch a new boxing league. This was speculated for a year now, but it's official. After signing the deal, Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh posted this on the UFC social media.
What's up, guys? We have just done a deal to start a new boxing league with Turki, who absolutely loves the sport of boxing.
I am very happy today. I give the flag of boxing to the best man who can handle it. He have a tough job now, but I am sure he will be delivering to the people and the fans the magnificent league and get boxing great again.
The model is proven to deliver the fights that the fans want to see. The best will fight the best, and the fighters will continue to move up the rankings and become world champions. We will continue to make announcements on where you can watch and all the rest of the details on the business as we get closer to the launch. I'll see you soon.
After releasing that on UFC social media, Dana and Turki spoke with Ring Magazine about the format of this new league. To keep it simple, it's exactly like the UFC. There will be weight classes, and each weight class will have a belt with a ranking system. Once again, exactly like the UFC. Dana White also reacted to the news in an interview with Ring Magazine, saying,
I'm excited. You know, I wouldn't be where I am today without boxing. The sport of boxing is where I started. I felt like it was something that could never be fixed until this guy showed up. He has done more for boxing than any promoter in the history of the sport combined. I didn't know what to think when we first met. He and I have become very close friends in a very short amount of time, and there aren't a lot of people that I would do a deal like this with. There's no people, actually. He's the only guy, to be honest with you. So what he's done for the sport is incredible, and I'm looking forward to it.
What are your thoughts on this news? Are you excited about Dana White launching his new boxing league? Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Here's some reactions from the MMA community. And before we continue, we have a favor to ask. Help us reach 200,000 subscribers on MMA Zone by subscribing and turning on notifications for daily MMA content. Seriously, we rarely miss a day. Only going to work if the contracts and prize money are massive. Don't see any incentive for fighters who already sell tickets and hold world titles elsewhere. Tank, for example, to get involved in this. This will flop if he thinks he can bring that MMA pay into boxing. The sport will only get better with Dana, a man who gets things done unlike some boxing promoters who get in the way. This is absolutely huge for boxing and could be the exact moment we see boxing return to past glories where we don't just get excited about a very select few. Boxing is back. This has the potential to make boxing 10x the sport it currently is. Can't wait. I'm all for it. MMA fighters now have a platform to fight boxers in their level. This is huge. Boxing might just be saved and could be revived. I can definitely see a lot of MMA fighters from the UFC go to this boxing organization later on. I hope this isn't some one-off that never materializes, because this is really a great plan. With the money of TKO and Turkey together, I'd be shocked if it can't work out. If this can't save boxing, nothing will.